full turmoil. Stockton alive to that one. Crossed in and knocked wide. Referee will be looked at here. Full time, a penalty shootout awaits. Puts it away! Stockton have avoided to the Northern Premier League East Division.
Very proud under the circumstances. Was Billy and I's first season as co-chairman. We know what happened in a pre-season friendly, and then from then on we didn't really have that much luck throughout the season. The weather was atrocious, the pitch, we ended up playing 29 games away and 11 games at home, 27 games away even, 11 at home. And still finished third in the league. Just was a tremendous achievement and penalty kick away from being promoted.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at success in terms of, we wanted to get promoted out of the division, but we had some challenges to navigate and we fell just short at the end, but really proud of the players and everybody at the club for the season. Certainly something to reflect on, and hopefully we can go one better this season.
And it was your first season as manager at the club. I'm sure you've never experienced a season quite like it. Just overall, now you've had time to reflect on it, how did you find it?
Really enjoyed it, very fortunate to have a really good group of staff to work alongside, and I thought the players were magnificent in terms of the way they represented the club. As I say, football's about winning and being successful, but it's also about relationships and the memories that you make, and certainly last season is a season that I think we'll never forget.
And looking at some of the key sort of moments from last season, one of the things you said about this time last year was that consistency would be the key to being successful last season, and we went on an 11 game unbeaten run from I think it was from October to February. How important was that stretch?
Really important. I think we've looked at the data, the statistics for last season, and I think incrementally from the season before we've improved in terms of the number of points, obviously the league position, goals scored, goals conceded, all the key data. But as I mentioned earlier, we just at the end of the day fell short at the final hurdle, which was difficult. But it's, as I say, we've got to use that experience to make us better for the coming season.
I guess things kind of start getting a little bit difficult from March, when we had to essentially start playing all the home games at alternative venues. I'm sure something you've never experienced before and probably will never experience again. Just how much of a challenge was that for you and for the players, keeping them sort of motivated to keep going?
It was. I mean, I've mentioned this before, but out of the 38 league fixtures, we played 27 away from this ground, away from home, which whatever level you play at, that's a huge undertaking. But I thought in the end it galvanised us in a strange way, it brought everybody together and it just made us more determined. So I think it just shows the resilience that we had in this group to go on an unbeaten run like you mentioned, and as I say, finished third in the division comfortably in those playoff spots. So never experienced anything like that. Obviously we played games at Concert and Morpeth, so we're really grateful for the support from those two clubs, and obviously Brickhouse as well. And we played Belper, so yeah, it was interesting for sure. We didn't do it the easy way, but an experience that we can reflect on to make us better.
Yeah, well, you mentioned some of the venues we had to play at Morpeth in Concert, of course, but Brickhouse, that was less than 24 hours notice against a Belfast side who were challenging for those playoff spots as well. And we put on one hell of a performance that day. Was that one of the moments you look back in the season as being one of them key moments, or is there potentially other moments as well?
That was definitely one of the standout performances, I think, in the season, because of just the way things transpired. I think we asked every club locally if they could help us out, and thankfully Brighouse, which was obviously a little further afield near Huddersfield, to go there. But I thought the performance on the day was magnificent, and it's a game that, you know, we look back on and think, yeah, we could really do something this season. I think that performance, and I think reflecting on it, I think we played Cleugh at Concert in the following game. We won that game 4-0, which was another really good performance. And I think the game at North Ferriby away, which was a different type of game, we won the game 1-0. It was a really, really good game of football, two teams going for it, and we managed to, I think Jack Maskell scored from a corner, and we managed to hang on to win 1-0. So they're probably those games which I think were quite close to each other. After those 3 games, I thought we've got a real chance here.
Okay, look, I've named the team to start. Aaron in goal, Backer and Macker, 2 full-backs, Jude and Jack, Twitty and Mickey in front of the back 4, Robbo was a 10, Richie right-hand side, Dale Pearson left-hand side, Maskell through the middle, which leaves Causey, Lammy, Jack Kamara, Wayne Phillips and Sado is the 5 subs. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. Look, 38 games, alright, 38 games where as a group you've given everything. Given everything, okay, and it comes down to tonight. Everything we wanted, a home draw. Alright, we needed to do the business Saturday and you've done it. Home draw. These played 50 minutes with 10 men, and one of our main centre-backs got sent off, so he's suspended unless they've appealed, and the appeal's been overturned, which I very much doubt. So everything is gone for us, okay, but that said, it's up to us now to do the fucking job. All of that really, it helps us, but it doesn't really matter, it's about us. Okay, everything you've put into it as a group, okay? Our system, don't change, do what you've done all season. We'll look to play, get the ball down and pass it. Where we'll hurt them is when it turns over, we'll look to play beyond. Jack Maskell making those channel runs, curvy runs in behind the fullbacks, alright, especially the first 15-20 minutes, which we've said all season, alright, it served us well. So we don't deviate from what we've done all season because it served us well for 38 games. And by the way, you're 3rd in the division, comfortably in the playoffs, and you played 27 of the 38 games away from home. That's how good you are. That's how good you are, and you deserve to get promoted on that. Alright, so there'll be a big crowd, alright, loads of anticipation, alright, manage your emotions, be aggressive, but manage your emotions. Alright, we can't afford it. You know, I want you to be aggressive, but tackles like a Dave, we can't do that tonight because they'll be in the ref's face. So be aggressive, win your duels, but be controlled as well. That's really important tonight, because in big games, emotion gets to people and you end up down to 10 men. That doesn't happen tonight. Hopefully it happens to them. Okay, so enjoy it. Alright, express yourself, don't freeze, get on the ball and express yourselves. The first 15-20 minutes of the game are really important. Make sure we get on top of the game. Okay, do that bit and I'm telling you we'll win the game, and we'll win the game comfortably because you're that good. Alright, you keep making the runs that you've done, 14 goals from midfield, keep gambling. Jack Maskell's been brilliant, get Dale on it, alright, get Richie on it, 1v1s, go and terrorise people, but 2 full-backs, get round where you can. All the stuff we've done this season.
Come on lads, come on Dustin. Hi Dan, did your daddy yet? Obviously. Tuesday night, good for you, good for Jon McDonald and those lads you've been with all season. Yes, you've had your injured last few games, but I know you love the club. Get me in there lads. Now Dunston, you can do this. Get this playoff spot and get promoted. So all the best from Dan Stabler's dad. Come on lads.
Hi lads, just a quick message to wish you all the best.
20 cents on it.
20 cents out there.
Oh, you better look at him.
So all the best, hope you get through them and enjoy the bag of love.
Come on, get the job done. Come on.
Hi Jack and all the lads, just want to wish you the best of luck tomorrow in your game. We know you're going to just smash it because of the way you've been playing. You're all brilliant, and just want to say good luck from Essex here. And when you're in the final, we're going to try and come up and see you all.
Good luck, lads. Smash it.
Just want to say a massive good luck to my cousin Jack and his team. Go and smash it, boys. Good luck.
Congratulations lads on getting through the playoffs, but counts f*** all yet. Let's get the business done over the next couple of years. Good luck lads, up the Dunston!
Just a quick message. Hello fans of Dunston. I'm Square of Dunston. And of course my brother. I wish you guys all the best in the playoff semi-final on Tuesday. I know you guys can make it. I wish you guys all the best. Look after each other. Good luck. I'm proud of you, brother.
Good luck in the playoffs. Say that.
Hey Jordan, just want to wish you and the lads all the best for the game tonight. Let's have a win.
Yeah lads, all the best for your trip to Magaluf. The game tomorrow. This was our 27th take of this. But anyway, good luck. Have it.
2 seconds. What's up? Oh, Dunston!
Amazing, they're tired.
All season, but all the best. We'll just get promoted and do the job. As long as Uchikuza doesn't play centre half, I'm sure you'll be alright.
Hi Jack, good luck to you all tonight. You thoroughly deserve to get through to the finals and you've had a great season so far.
Yeah, go smash it, lads. Lots of love from the Isle of Man.
Yeah, it was I mean, Pontefract, we've had some real good battles with them here and down there, and I'm sure this season they're going to be up there as well. They're good, competitive footballers. Know the game, know how to play it, and they're a good team. Respect to them for where they finished. It was a great game up here. Good to get the result and then come down to Stockton. And we know what happened there, unfortunately.
To be honest, going into the game, you know, the game before, we played Stocksbridge away and we knew we needed to get something out of the game, and our first half performance wasn't the best, but the lads really dug in the second half to get a point, which meant we'd play at home in the semi-final, which is obviously what we wanted. I felt really confident going into the game. There was a good buzz in the dressing room before the game. You obviously showed the video that you helped us with to the players, so I felt really confident. Once we got started, obviously they went down to 10 men, which was contentious. I think Pontefract thought the referee got it wrong. You know, we won the game 2-0 in the end, but we missed a penalty, and I thought we managed the opposition going down to 10 men, because sometimes that can make it difficult. It can galvanise the opposition, but I thought we played really well in that game and deserved to get into the final.
Maskell scores, what an excellent goal, and Dunston have the lead. Brilliant strike from Jack Maskell, just dropped back to him on the edge of the box. And it comes off the bar, down and in, and that is the first real chance of note Dunston have had. Coulson coming across. Coulson knocks it back. Phil Turnbull will get there, cross it towards the box. Craig Baxter was almost in there, heading into the air. Headed forward by Maskell, it's in for a second. Maskell had the will to get there, and Dunston have a second. And Stockton are 2-0 down in the playoff final. Here's Butterworth now, putting it through for Mikey Roberts on the left hand side. Brings it down into the box now. Shot on goal, it's in the back of the net! Stockton have a goal there! It's Mikey Roberts! And he puts his arms up to lift the crowd! And by Phil Turnbull. Third on goal, a third for Dunston. Michael Pearson regains the lead for the away side. Good header in there, and just as we were saying, the momentum shift was there. Dunston snatch it back, and rightly so. Adam Nicholson gets there, knocked away. Hayes puts it across. Oh, it's knocked off the line. Put back in there, and it in by Michael Sweet. Stockton still have a lifeline in this one. Michael Sweet heads it in. It's 3-2 at Dunston still, but Stockton might have a lifeline to go for this in the final few moments of this game. Here's Jordan Lamb into the box now. Dunston have a chance to wrap it up. Jallow well blocked. Heels of handball from the Dunston players. Down the field by Bags. What on earth has the referee done there? Thrown in, played out, Portis is in there, shot on goal. Yes! It's level! Stockton's out of back on jobs! And it's knocked in by Michael Sweet! 3-3 here on the Map Group UK Stadium, and I'm apologising for shouting, but it's absolutely true. Lamb on the edge of the box, coming across, all the way across, Maskell touches it in, Dunston leads. Dunston regain the lead. Stockton Town 3, Dunston 4. Kevis will take this free kick. Oh, it's under the back of the net! Stockton are level again! What a free kick by Kevin is! It's 4-4 at the Map Group UK Stadium, and we've got a little bit of a concern because Portis is on the net, holding his leg. Thompson up against Aaron Stevens with his short fix. This one is the one. Stephen Thompson up against Stevens. Puts it away! Stockton have arrived to the Northern League East Division. What a brilliant game! Stockton are up!
Well, it was great. The build up to it, we had everyone down here was sold a hell of a lot of tickets for to go down to the ground. While packed behind one of the goals, it was a really good atmosphere, and I thought we more than matched them as I did with any team that we played last season. On the day we were probably definitely one of the better teams in the league, if not the best. No one ran away with it. We give everyone good games. But Stockton itself, they're a good team. They work well to the conditions to play on the 4G. They now have to play really well on that one. Tremendous atmosphere right the way through, but still, it hurts a bit, like the way we lost then 3-1 up and then 4-3 up, and then the lad who scored a hat-trick missed a penalty, and that was the end of it. But I like to think the players will be thinking of that this season. Playoffs or automatic promotion. Who knows?
Before the game, I felt confident. The lads were right at it. Going into the final, it was heartbreaking just the way things transpired. If you think, we went to Stockton, we scored 4 goals. We led the game. We we're never behind in the game. We're 2-0 up, 3-1 up at one stage, and then to concede so late in the game, 3-3, was a real blow going into extra time. But the lads just gave a monumental effort in extra time. We score again and go 4-3, and then Hayes has scored a good free kick for Stockton. But I thought we finished the game stronger. Jack's at the post with a near post header, flicking her against the post, and Richie's ran through. We felt at the time he was fouled, it could have been a penalty. And I'm not going to go over old ground. There was things that happened in the game which make it even more of a bitter pill to swallow, and it was heartbreaking. When you walk off the pitch at the end, thinking, I thought we did enough to win the game and get promoted ultimately. But reflecting on it, it's a good experience, and it sounds cliche this, but you have to use that experience to make it better. And I've certainly reflected on that, and there's things, in hindsight, there's things that maybe you would do a little bit differently. But as a club, we can't ask for anything more to what those players gave us last season. And to be fair to for the neutral, it was a fantastic game, and for a playoff final, 4s each, and it goes to penalties. You've got to give credit to both teams. It was a fantastic game, and sadly we just fell short in the end.
Obviously the same as everyone. We were all gutted really, but It was. We can't get away from it. What a tremendous achievement it was for the club. It's the highest position the club's ever finished in, and there's lots of positives to take from that for this season. It's just got to that's football. Got to pick yourselves up and get on with it.
And looking ahead to this season, we need to put last season behind the wheel, but like you said, I'm sure you'll be looking to use that as a bit of motivation to have the preparations being ahead of this new season coming up.
Really good, first and foremost that the players came back in really good shape. Got a really fit side. Some players have moved on and we've brought some players in. Pre-seasons, in terms of performances, broadly speaking, we've played really well. The last 2 games at home against Dunston and Morpeth, we've equipped ourselves really well against higher opposition, so that bodes well. But everything that we've done pre-season, some people call it false football. It's about getting people fit, understanding how we play for the new players, and just making sure that you're ready to go on the 10th of August. We'll train tonight and we train Thursday and we'll be ready to go on Saturday. But really pleased with how the players have equipped themselves. It's been a really good pre-season.
Yeah, and like you mentioned there, some new additions. What can the supporters expect from the new signings that you brought in?
Yeah, I think obviously with firstly Scott Robson coming in, he's a proven goal scorer in this area, and obviously when Jack moved on to Darlington, it was important that we replaced those goals. So I think we've got we've got the best possible replacement. I think in Scott, and he's come in. He's had a bit of a niggle with his ankle, but he started pre-season really well. So goals, I know he was sought after by a lot of clubs. So I think we know what we're going to get with Scott. He showed glimpses of what he can do already in the pre-season games. Obviously brought 3 players in from Whitley Bay. Scott Lowry, who was registered with us last season, he played at Newcastle and did really well. We know what Scott brings, defensively, but he's a threat, aerially from set plays. So he'll add value in that respect as well. Josh Gilchrist, really talented footballer. All the players that we've brought in, we do due diligence, we speak to people, whether that's coaches in academy football or other non-league clubs. So all the lads that we've brought in, we know that they'll be a good fit, and we bring good characters into the club. We really do. That's really important to us. Josh will bring quality. He's stepped up a level from, as I say, from Whitley Bay, but again he showed signs of what he'll bring. He's clever. Dan Turner, another young player who's only going to get better. He's only 21. We've followed Dan for about 12 months, so we're really pleased. And again, we know people in the game have worked with him, so I think he's a good signing. Again, only going to get better. Obviously, Dan Lowson was a player who came in just before the start of pre-season, but I think, in my opinion, Dan's still a National League North goalkeeper, so to add Dan to the squad alongside Aaron Stevens, I think is a really good signing for us. Not just what he brings on the pitch, but off the pitch he's a winner and he demands high standards from people, and we've seen that already. He's like conceding goals, and he's not shy in telling people that, so that'll be important for us. He's just a great lad as well. So yeah, just pleased with all of the players that we've brought to the club. I would like to think that every season that I've been here, we've added to the squad to try and improve. Sad to see some players go who really contributed last season. All good lads, and we wish those lads well as well.
Yeah, Never mentioned the players that have left the club. Jack Maskell, a player you mentioned there, it was always going to be difficult to keep hold of him with the amount of goals he scored and still being so young and only going to get better. But Scott Robson is his replacement. Do you think he is the perfect man to replace him and step into them shoes?
Yeah, I mean, look, to be honest, we didn't want Jack to leave, but he had aspirations to play higher. He was, attracting a lot of attention, throughout the season, and then obviously to get a hat trick in the playoff final. And he's ambitious, and we spoke to Darlington, who I know Terry Mitchell. I've known Terry for a long time. He's a really good guy, and obviously Steve Watson. So he's in good hands there, and hopefully Jack can kick on with his career. But to get Scott through the door I think is a huge signing for us. And as I say, we've seen already the type of forward he is. He plays on the shoulder, but he's he's a natural goal scorer and he's instinctive, and I think you have to be careful as a coach. You don't want to, coach that instinct out of players. You've got to give players freedom to express themselves. So of course we'll work with Scott, but I think he's got some really good tools, and hopefully he'll score a lot of goals for Dunston.
And John, one player I know you were really excited about, and a player that you're obviously delighted to bring in, is Harvey Neary, another one from Whitley Bay. What can the fans expect from him?
Again, delighted to get to sign Harvey. We worked hard to get that one over the line. Watched him a number of times last season. Really strong, powerful, athletic player. He's been excellent in the games that he's played. I think this pre-season, anybody who's watched the games, he's got assists and goals. From he played full back, he's played in midfield. So, 21 years of age. I think he's again got a bright future. I think he's going to be a real good acquisition for this club. So delighted to get Harvey over the line. He's another exciting prospect, and like Dan Turner, like JJ Crisp, like Jack Mascaloney. I think these players are only going to get better. So hopefully it all bodes well. Already we've seen signs that everybody's gelling and the chemistry's there. So exciting times. I think he's another top signing for Dunston.
And finally, the question I asked you last season to finish off was what would the key be to being successful? And you said consistency. Is that still the case, or is there potentially something else that would be even more important?
Definitely consistency is obviously really important. We got that last season. There is, again, we've looked at the data in detail, and there is some areas where we think that we can improve. I'm not going to go into that here and now, but there is things, we'll speak with the players on Thursday. We've got a bit of a presentation to run through. So there is some targets, that we'll look at, but it's difficult to pick fault with last season in terms of what the players gave and what the club gave. That the volunteers worked so hard behind the scenes, and I have to say, thinking about the game at Stockton, the fans came in numbers, and they were absolute credit to this club. It was just heartbreaking, as I said earlier on, just at the final whistle after the penalties, that we weren't able to give them what they deserved really on the day, because as I say, they came in the numbers behind that bottom goal and really followed us. So hopefully this season the focus is to go one better and make sure this club's promoted, come April 2025.
Where did all the times go? When did they all pass by? How did I get so lost in a blink of an eye? Gone. You were just here by my side, everything was nice. Now I take it, it's all over now. Damn, I gotta move on, away from my comfort zone. Yeah, I gotta stay strong, even if my wounds open and show. Yeah, I gotta live on for the present, know that everything will be okay, just fine, everything will be alright, right? No, I can't take this pill, not any longer. Yeah, I'm just acting tough, I'm nowhere strong enough. When I see a smile, that's just some torture. Every time I think about you, girl, the pain is absolute.